Jamaal Shabazz here, a man of many titles. This is for the Morvant Love magazine, and Caledonia from the Pro League is now Morvant Caledonia, and we'd like to get Jamal's perspective of Morvant and his vision. So, Mr. Shabazz.
Okay, thank you. My name is Jamaal Shabazz. I currently hold the position of head of national team programs in the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. It's not a coaching job at the moment. It's more coordinating what happens with each national team and assisting the technical director in getting the program on the road.
Who's the technical director? You say he's the assistant technical director?
No, I'm not the assistant technical director. Okay. I assist the technical director.
Okay, all right.
The technical director is Mohammed Issa. His job is the technical director. I am the program coordinator. Like I coordinate, the work that he do. I just go around to make sure everything in place with all the national teams and all the programs up and running and observe what's happening. And
so that's like a coordinator then?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
right?
Okay. Now in terms of Caledonia, it's now Morvant Caledonia?
Yeah.
The reason for the name change and the program?
Caledonia is a part of Morvant. We've been in existence since 1979, and our players have always come from Morvant, Caledonia, Malik, Barataria and environs, now that we're about 16 years, 17 years in the professional league, and given what's been happening in the society, we think it was a moment to broaden the base. I came to Morvant at age 7. I live in the 9-story building, and then when in a year we moved to
Almond Drive, right?
Yeah. Then we moved to 2nd Caledonia, Sawmill Avenue, and I went primary school here in Center School, which is now Russell Hatterby School. So I've always, all my life been in and around Morvant. And when we were younger, back in 1979, the older guys in Sawmill Avenue, Egypt and environs had a team called Caledonia United.
Okay.
So it was obvious, it was logical for us when we started our youth team, patterning them at under 16 level. We called ourselves Caledonia. Now we see the need to broaden the base, and we always represented Morvant and Lavantil as well, because we call ourselves Caledonia AIA of Morvant Lavantil. And now in the last 2 seasons we changed it to Morvant Caledonia United, because we feel it will bring a better sense of unity within the different communities, because now Morvant also become like the rest of the country with the divisiveness and the gang wars and some of the negative activities. So we hope to do our part in football and see how we could contribute to the national effort.
Is there any difference that you observe, or in terms of changing the name? Did any location, any logistic changes in terms of practices? Did you change anything in the operation of the organization when you made that change?
Well, Morvant has always been P&M, but the P&M has not always been Morvant, in the sense that for all our loyalty, we have nothing to show in terms of facilities. And we try to get the team training back in the community again, because we want the players from the different parts of the community to show that they're breaking the borders and they come in. But the facilities are pathetic, to say the least. We tried to play 3 home matches, and we worked on the ground for ourselves. The turnout from the public was fantastic. Morvant people supported, You know, that was you know, a great motivator to us. But the facilities are terrible, you know,
Is there any work you can do towards it? Who do you
well,
coordinate that with?
we've approached the regional corporation, we've approached the MP, and we continue to try. But, you know, we intend to take matters into our own hands and see how we could first get the permission from the corporation to do the remedial work necessary, and then take it from there. Of course, we understand that a politician cannot help every family or every individual, but when a politician builds a facility or a government builds a facility, it helps a whole community, and we feel, given the players that have come out of Morvant, Laventille, you know, over the last 20, 30 years, you know, I see no reason why, you know, Morvant and Laventille, you know, don't have top class facilities. You know, our facilities are very P&M in nature, and I make no apologies to say that.
You have to bring that down when you say P&M in nature.
Well, you just have to look at them and you see, because our mothers and our fathers and our grandmothers and grandfathers have been P&M.
But
we have been P&M.
International consumption, P&M
right?
in nature you mean dilapidated, they run
well,
down? What was P&M
it
in
best
nature?
Describes how the party look at their people in Morvant and Laventille, and one just have to show pictures of the grounds and see how it is. And
is there a comparison to
of course,
others?
Of course, when we go on the other side of the Caroni River and the Caroni Bridge, we see the facilities well lit, well fenced, well kept, you know, for cricket.
Okay.
And we see Mr. Satmaraj's children, their facilities are controlled by the regional corporation.
The same
yes,
corporation?
the corporations in their areas, right?
Okay, all right, yeah.
But the corporation in our areas don't seem to have that interest or funding. I don't know what it is to upkeep our facilities here, as those are you know. So I say something wrong with Eric Williams' children.
What about representation?
I don't know. That was it. I blaming it on Eric Williams' children. I think that we were, you know, the old people, they say they put we so. Well, they put we so. They put we where we had to train on grounds that have big holes.
But it shouldn't stay.
Right? And the lighting poor, and it had no fencing and no proper toilet and facilities. Listen, when the young men come for recreation, they don't need a toilet, you know, they could pull aside and do the thing. But when the young women come for recreation, and our mothers who have diabetes and trying to avoid diabetes and hypertension, they come and they walk around the savannah and they need to use the bathroom. What they would do? So what kind of, in this time, why are the politicians not helping us to go to the next century?
Yeah.
You know, what will it take to have a proper facility in Morvant for basketball, for football? It's one thing for you to push up nice positive vibes. I appreciate that, and that's good. But the truth needs to be told.
Yeah.
You know, it's not all love. Because listen, 12 of us living in a 2-bedroom house. We would not stay inside. We don't have no swimming pool in the backyard like some people, and we don't have no pool table. So you come outside. So we need something to recreate ourselves. That's where recreation is, you know, to create yourself again. So if we don't have any facilities, where we going to end up? On the block.
Yeah.
And wait up on the block. It have marijuana, cocaine, guns, ammunition, and violence. So we will end up there by default.
Yes. Yes.
So when they say people in Morvant this and the people in Laventille this, it is because that is one of the best options available to us. Okay, you could say
not the best option.
No, it's not the best, but
the default option.
Yeah, and you could say everybody didn't walk that route, and quite a lot of our people, despite the environment, did not go that route, and I'm proud of them. But, you know, the society and the community have got to also cater for the weak and the weak in the mind. You know, and if we could have that social net that could provide recreation, disciplined recreation for young people, then that's what the facilities is about, and that is why we actually come back into Mova. I bought a house on Cipriani Street 5 years ago, for that purpose. I could have gone and live anywhere else.
Very early, I've always been.
We feel strongly that with the people, the Mova community behind us, because when the old people pass and see we on the field in the evening, they say, boy, welcome to the football.
So you do practice at this ground?
Yeah, we can start. Right now it's the off season.
Right.
Right? We want to start back next week. And that's why we have the meeting today.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
To decide. And we asked the corporation to cut it. I see the tractor came. But when the old people start to ask of you, hey, when are they bringing back the football? When the, you know, then you know, hey, look, you know, you have to do something. Well, for me, I think if the society or the government, you know, they have choices, because there are a lot of us in the community who could be gang leaders, drug dealers, you know, misleaders, you know, or we could easily be coaches in football and cricket and basketball, you know, and do something positive, you know. It's really the options available to us, and you know how we embrace the challenge, you know,
right.
because it's a huge challenge.
Jamaal, I want to thank you for giving me the time and opportunity, and you know, based on your information and your experience and your expertise. All right?
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot.
All right.